Hi there, folks. I'm Gene of RPG, and welcome back to more MS Saga: A New Dawn, Part 40, I believe. We've come quite a long way. Last time, we got the Zeta Gundam, which is phenomenal. We also fought Colonel Actor, took care of Fort Taiga, but none of that matters. We got the Zeta Gundam. And this time, rather than go after the final fort of the four, we're going to actually do some other stuff. Starting with, we're going to go ahead and upgrade the Zeta Gun, because the Zeta Gundam is going to be used for a really, really long time. Now, as you can see, it doesn't look too bad as far as upgrade costs go right now. But you guys will see. 600, then 900, then 1200, then 18, then 24. We're going to actually stop there. And as you can see, that burns through your money pretty freaking quick, all things considered, doesn't it? We'll upgrade the rest of it later. That's more than enough for now. But yeah, it costs a lot to be upgrading mobile suits, and that's why I really feel like for so much of the game, you can get by without upgrading them at all. But regardless, we now have an upgraded Zeta Gundam. I think we are okay to go ahead and start doing some of the extra stuff in the game. Some of it. We can't do it all, but we can do some. We can do some. So, folks, the first stop that we're going to make is we're going to go to Japan. We are going to go to Japan because Japan, it's a little tough for this point in the game, admittedly, but it has a lot of really nifty stuff. I think Fall Dust is actually the closest. Well, it's either Fall Dust or Tohai. Either way. I guess we'll go to Tohai to get there. It has some pretty nifty stuff in it, and so I really want to go there right now to deal with this. Now, if you remember, Japan is where Captain Howell and the Eisengrad army found the data for the Gundam. Hey, check out this forest. I bet there's something hidden in here. Maybe there's even buried treasure. Come on, let's look around. Yeah, there is actually I don't know if I'd really call it hidden, but there is a dungeon in this forest. Now, I'm going to warn you guys. You are going to want Invisible active. And you're probably going to want Fritz to have smoke available because, well, you guys will see as we go. Alright, but this is actually one of the easier fights. We have Hyper Tanks, which are just super powerful gun tanks. Like I said, probably the easiest fight we're going to get into in this area. So, we're actually going to fight them. But yeah, they're not pushovers. But they're also not the worst thing ever. So I think we'll be fine. They give a lot of EXP here though, which is nice, but that's not, our level's not really something I'm concerned about. Normally, I would not actually recommend fighting any of the enemies here. But because it's a playthrough, and I'm recording it, I want to do my best to show off enemies. Yeah, this is why you want Invisible. The encounter rate's ridiculous. Alright, but here they are. The things that are actually obnoxious, and we're not going to actually fight them. The Shield Zaku Kai. They're fast, they hit hard, and it takes forever to kill them because they're shield enemies. Instead of fighting them, we're going to defend, and smoke. which guarantees our escape. As long as Fritz is able to outrun them, you don't have to fight anything along the way. Yeah, you're going to burn through your TP, but we have restorative drinks. It's much faster and just much more effective to not fight them. Also, in case you're wondering, enemies that you run away from, I believe are still added to your log. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, maybe not. Oh, they might not be. Alright, well that's good to know. I could have sworn they were. Oh well. That's okay, we'll fight it later. We can always come back. And we will be back, actually. We will actually be back here. Several times, in fact. So, because it's so hard for me to get a word in, because of the obnoxious encounter rate, and we have a long ways to walk yet, as a result, I'm going to actually speed up us running to where we need to go, and so I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, well, so real quick, new enemy, barrier Marasize. We haven't seen these things in a long time. It's also going to be a little weird editing because I'm going to have to stop the fast forward to talk normal here. Regardless, they are immune to all melee attacks, so you want to use ranged attacks. These are actually pretty easy enemies. Right up there with the hyper tanks. Not very bad to deal with, as you can see. There's not really a lot to say, just shoot them and you'll be fine. Alright, so our big goal is this door up here. And we just need the card key level 3 to get access into it. So, I mean, I guess technically we're supposed to be here, right? Once you enter through the door, there are no more random encounters. Instead, we have mini-bosses. So, we should be healed up. I think our TP is fine for the moment. Let's go ahead and get started. We have black cannons! Yes, we have black gun cannons. They're not that bad. What we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and switch out... we're going to switch Li Fong out here. And why don't we use power up? Actually, why don't we start with speed all? And then we're going to have Li Fong just punch for right now. And I want Fritz to charge. So here's the thing. The black cannons, their shoulder cannons, are not beam-based. But they do have beam rifles. So, I mean, it's not like they're helpless. Alright, let's go ahead and use power up on Li Fong. We will have Li Fong defend. Fritz is going to kick out a chaff field. Which should protect us from these, unless the game cheats, because the game does like to cheat on occasion. But there we go. We're going to go ahead and use power up on Tremi. Li Fong is once again... We're going to actually have Li Fong charge. And Fritz is going to use Chaff Field. Alright, and with this, we should be set... Oh, yeah, beam rifle, I figured. But we should be set to begin our offense next turn. So, with bosses like this, especially at this point, you want to start by prioritizing them one at a time. You do not want to try and take them all down at once. Like, in one go, that's not a good way to go about this. We're going to defend. We're going to Gatling punch the one on the left, because we already punched it, and we're going to defend. Head Vulcan. Why would it... Ah, whatever. Alright, now we're going to Gatling Fire. Let's go ahead and switch Tristan in at this point, because he's going to kick out a Mega Slash. Because he doesn't have a better slashing boost attack yet. Really. Fritz, you're going to go ahead and switch out with Bosley. And Bosley's going to use Gatling Body. Pretty sure the one on the left is going to die. Now, a bit of a hard thing to tell is which one you hit. When you can't see which one it is that you targeted, it's really hard to tell which one you actually have hit. Because for all I know, they could have spread the damage, which would suck, honestly. But, well, what can you do? Let's switch now for Fritz. Have him kick out a charge. Tristan's going to go ahead and Mega Slash the one that is not really doing a whole lot. Let's get Aeon out here. And let's have her kick out a system hack on the one on the right. Jerk. Alright, but they're doing double boost attacks. It's probably going to be a beam field. So we're going to do that. We're going to also switch over to Li Fong, who's going to defend. Well, actually, we don't... Well, no, because I'll get counterattacked. Who's going to defend, and then Aeon is going to use Funnel. I think the black cannons also have shoot all with their beam rifles, but I could be wrong about that. Oh no, hey, I'm right, yay! That means that that's gonna actually pierce our chaff field and hurt us. Oh, but good, that won't. Alright, let's... Gosh, what do we even need to do at this point? I don't know, Shot Burst? Yeah, let's go for a Shot Burst. Shot Burst, Gatling Punch, and Funnel. And this might actually kill that one. Oh, no, not yet. That's okay. Alright, it's going to go for a shoot-all. We need to actually switch. We need to switch because if we don't, we're going to end up getting KO'd here. So let's go for a boost attack. We're going to switch over to Tremmy. Ooh, gosh, I don't know. Speed Lancer's not really going to help. Zeta Gundam Rifle. And we're going to go with the funnel. We're going to play risky. Because it's almost dead. Yeah, I was going to say, it's almost freaking dead. But yeah, those are the black cannons. Not too bad. Little rough. Bazooka gained Gatling Fire. Something he can't use right now, but he finally gets it. And Gatling Fire, well, it's great. If there's one boost attack for ranged weapons that you should want, it's Gatling Fire. Alright, now we're going to run back to the save point. And let's reset our party to a better setup, I think. There we go. This way, Bazooka can kick out Armor All. Yeah, Bazooka's whole shtick right now with our setup is more to deal with cannon fodder. He's not that great against single-target bosses, in other words. But he does have Armor All, something Fritz doesn't have yet, so he does have his buffing uses. But here we go, black cannons and a black Gundam. Alright, Armor All. We're going to go with Armor All. We're also going to go ahead and have Tremi power herself up. Aeon's going to charge. Because I want to use System Hack on the Black Gundam as soon as we can, because it's much tougher than the Black Cannons. Alright. Now I think we're okay to switch over to Li Fong, who we're going to use Power Up on. Li Fong's going to defend. We're going to go ahead and use Power Up, because that's the more important one. And Aeon's going to kick out a System Hack on the Gundam. Alright, and now they're getting ready to do boost attacks, which we need to do something about. So, Li Fong is going to defend. Tremi's going to use Speed All. We're going to go ahead and switch Aeon over to Fritz. And Fritz is going to once again kick out a Chaff Field. Because Giga Flame can inflict overheat, and that's not something I want to screw around with. We can't afford to have our characters getting overheated. Oh, it's using Shoot All. Okay, well, great. Alright, and the Black Gundam's getting ready to do something dangerous, so we're going to Gatling Punch. Tremi is going to actually use a repair unit, and we need to switch over to Tristan. Tristan needs to use Counter Zone. Which should draw the Black Gundam to it, or to him. I'm hoping, I doubt it, but I'm hoping this will take out, nah, there's no way it's taking out the Black Cannon. But yeah, the Gundam likes to use Mega Slash. It's probably going to do it like twice in a row, I think. Oh no, it's doing a melee attack. It could have done it twice in a row. Let's go ahead and have Li Fong charge. I don't want to use another repair unit. Let's have Tremi kick out a Plasma Lancer on the one on the left. And Tristan's going to use Repair All at this point. Alright, so far so good though. Let's have Li Fong defend. Let's go ahead and get Bazooka out here though, because he's ready to kick out a boost attack. With Gatling Body. Tristan is going to also defend. If I'm lucky, this will take care of this black cannon. Nope, not quite. Okay, well, that's okay. Li Fong can get the job done, I think. Alright, Li Fong gonna use her Gatling Punch. Let's go ahead and switch out Aeon now. And she is going to defend as well. And it's too early for Counter Zone. Instead, let's just use Repair All again. Because there is a chance that this won't kill it since it's defending. Nope, nope, it's down. Good. We can system hack the one on the right. We should be okay then, because they'll be completely debuffed. Alright, let's get Fritz out here, because he's almost ready. And Fritz, I want to have use armor up on Tristan, because he's our counter zoner at the moment. We're going to system hack, and Tristan is going to defend. Alright, with that, Fritz is ready to kick out an attack, so let's go with Gatling Fire on the cannon. They're both doing melee attacks, so I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and use Counter Zone now. Tremi, she uses charge. Yeah, she's going to charge since we're using Counter Zone. That way she can use a boost attack next, or not next turn, but the turn after next as well. Alright, now they're doing double boost attacks, and that's potentially bad. Let's defend, and we're going to go with the Counter Zone once again because it's going to be a Mega Slash. Oh no, it's a Quick Shot. Oh damn, that means Tristan just wasted his turn. All I can do is hope that it's going to target Tristan. Yay! Because Tristan's defending and he's immune to overheat, so that won't do a whole lot. Oh, it'll still hurt. Make no mistake about that. But, I mean, it could be worse. Now it's going to do Mega Slash, isn't it? Okay. I see how this is. We're going to double shield. Tremi is going to go ahead and Gatling Fire. Tristan, we're switching. He's in the way. We're going to switch for Aeon. And Aeon is going to defend. Double shield, if I'm lucky. The Gundam will target Fritz. Gatling Fire will hopefully kill the blue cannon. The black cannon at this point, because kind of need that thing to frickin' die. Which just leaves us with the Gundam. Okay, well, that's fine. And we're actually in a pretty good spot at this point, I think. Let's go ahead and get Tristan out here. He's going to use Repair All. We're going to switch Tremi for Li Fong. Li Fong is going to defend, right? Yeah, she's going to defend. And Aeon is going to go ahead and use Funnel. Alright, yeah, let's go for another Repair All. Li Fong's gonna Gatling Punch. Aeon, once again, gonna Funnel. Wow, that Gundam really has it out for Aeon. But there we go, the Black Gundam's down. A little bit tougher of a fight, but not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, so Tristan learned the boost attack, Hypercharge. Hypercharge we've already seen, but it's a really good boost attack. Fritz got Mega Grenade, which is great. And nobody else learned anything. That's okay, though. Alright, so once again, I'm going to go back to the save point and heal, and so I will see you guys in a bit after I heal up Tristan. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Let's go ahead and go through the next door, though I think that may have been the last fight we're doing in here. I might be wrong about that, but I think it was. Yep, looks like it. So, through this door is, well, treasure, rewards for our hard-fought battles. So, let's see what we get. We get 3 energy packs. Those are great. A clay bazooka. Oh, yeah. And option parts, power absorber. Another really good thing. Some pretty darn good stuff. Okay, so the power absorber is an option part that makes whoever has it equipped completely immune to hurt and hurt plus. And considering how devastating those conditions are, that's pretty freaking good. So that's nice. The clay bazooka is an extremely powerful, extremely compact bazooka. As you can see, it's really freaking small. It also has 175 attack power for 2 energy cost. It's a really good weapon. We're going to go ahead and put this onto the Zeta Gundam for the time being, though I'm sure it'll get flipped around every once in a while. But we're going to put that onto the Zeta Gundam because the Zeta Gundam rifle has 155. The Gundam 2 rifle it was using before has 150. This will give it a little more power. Also give it a more reliable means of dealing with beam field. Okay, so from the fight before, Tristan leveled up and he got a different... He got Hypercharge. Hypercharge is going to be the best option we have for a melee attack on Tristan for a few more levels. So this means that we're going to forego the high heat hawk for right now, just for now. And we're going to probably try and make this fit, though I don't know if we're going to be able to. Oh no, we totally can. What am I saying? There we go. We're going to put the Heat Shotel on him instead. That way he can use his Mega Slash or he can use Hypercharge. Because he can't use Hypercharge with a Lance. This means that, yeah, his physical attacks will hit a little bit weaker, but the Hypercharge damage boost will more than make up for that. Alright, so I think we have a little more time, but we need a card key level 4 to get through this door. So we are done in the Hoary Forest. Yes, that's the name of the area. It is the Hoary Forest. But we're done here for right now. Let's go ahead and get out of here. But we're not quite done in Japan for right now. Before anything else, though, I want to go ahead and go to the abandoned village real quick, because we need to heal up. We did get the crap kicked out of us from those couple of fights. They're a little tough right now, but totally worth it. The clay bazooka is great. It is also the only one of its kind that you're going to get in this game, so... yeah, we could have gotten it as soon as we had the Gaw, but, Hi, Bosley. Don't mind me. We need... actually, I think we can get something here in Tremi's room. Come to think of it, where... aha! An ECAP S, which I think puts us at a whopping 39. Okay, good to know. Hi. This is a photograph of my family. Look, that's me with father and mother. Look how happy Vladdy and I are. This was my favorite photograph. We were so happy back then. Oh, what am I doing to myself? I swore I wouldn't dwell on the past. Well, we are at your house. We are in your house, so I mean, what are you going to do, right? But we need to rest up because, well, we are going to deal with some enemy... hi. Where is the magic spot? Because it's odd. You can rest here, but you have to be in a really weird spot to do it. Alright, so here's the thing. For the remainder of this part, I want to, and it might make the part go a little long, I'm not sure. But for the remainder of the part, I want to go around and take care of the random enemy encounters on the overworld and get them into the enemy data list. So we're going to go ahead and start with the rare enemy that is on the island of Japan, on the overworld. You're going to probably want to save if you're doing this, because it's actually a pretty tough enemy. It's a lot tougher than you might think. But let's go ahead and go back to Japan. We have Fritz in our party, so we have someone who's able to use smoke. Which is important, because a lot of the enemies that are in the Hoary Forest, I believe, show up out here. We're going to have Li Fong use Enemy Call to make enemies appear, and that's going to be our best friend for doing this. There we go. Eventually, you will encounter a Samurai Zaku. The Samurai Zaku is really strong. You can also encounter it in waves of 2, which is not good. Not good at all. No, we do not want to use smoke, because we have to kill it if we want to get it to count in our logbook. What we're going to do is we're going to spam funnel at it. Oh, or not. I don't even know if speed all is going to be enough to make us outrun it. It might not be. Alright, well, let's go ahead and use a regeneration kit. Fritz. Fritz, use high repair on Aeon. The Samurai Zaku is very dangerous. It's actually about to do something that's got me more than a little scared. Well, I say scared. But we're going to defend. We're going to double shield, and Aeon needs to get the frick out of there. Let's get... I guess Tristan at this point. We'll have Tristan hop out, because his Sandrock's got pretty good defense. But we're going to use double shield. That'll completely protect Fritz, which guarantees that we're going to survive. Because it likes to do melee attacks and then eventually use Sonic Blaster. Sonic Blaster is an extremely dangerous boost attack, if you were not able to tell. Okay, now we need to go ahead and power up probably Tremi. Let's switch Fritz back out for Aeon, because she can spam funnel at it. And Tristan is going to counter zone. Don't underestimate the Samurai Zaku is basically the gist here. It's a rare enemy, and it's a really good enemy. Yeah, even with speed up, Tremi can't outrun it. But we should be okay to deal with it for the most part. We're going to, once again, counter zone. Even though that's probably going to kill Tristan, admittedly. I don't care. Oh, no, he's fine. Ah, but we overheated. That is probably the best thing you can do against it, is inflict overheat, because then for at least a few turns, it's pretty much fucked. It can't do anything. It doesn't have the most health ever, but it's not something to take lightly. It's very easy for it to kill you. But that is a rare enemy, and it has a rare chance of dropping actually one of the strongest swords in the game. I shouldn't say strongest, one of the stronger swords in the game. It has a chance of dropping the Samurai sword, I believe it's called. Let me see if I can find it in here, because I know it's in here somewhere. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, the Samurai Blade. It has a chance of dropping the Samurai Blade, which is really powerful, actually. Like, really, really powerful. Much stronger than any melee weapon we're going to have for a little while yet. But that is the Samurai Zaku. We're going to go ahead and deal with the other enemies that we need to find in the overworld. At least most of them. So I'm going to go back to the abandoned village and heal. And I'll see you guys in the next area that we need to be looking in. Alright, I think this is the spot. Emphasis on think. I could be mistaken. Regardless, it's the same shtick. We're going to use enemy call. We're looking for blue Hyzaks, I believe, and a blue Zok. Oh, well, these aren't what I was looking for, but they are enemies that we were going to have to find. Marasai Customs. Not really a lot to say. They're just stronger Marasais. Let's go ahead and get Bosley and Fritz back out. I thought I already had them out, but evidently not. We're just going to use our shoot-all strategy. I don't know if that's going to kill them yet, because they're enemies you'd encounter a little bit later than this point, so it might not be enough, but yeah, we'll find out. It'll be close. Ah! Take that. As you can see, though, they are indeed faster than Bosley. Not that that's that surprising. Alright, yeah, I didn't think we were going to be quite tough enough to take them down in one go. But now they should be clear for us to finish off, so let's go ahead and get that taken care of. There we go. Also, I'm more than a little confused. I could have sworn this was the area. But then again, that was the first encounter. Maybe I just need to walk around a little more. I'm sorry. I definitely have the wrong spot. Because those are all I'm finding. So I think the spot, if it's not there, then it's up this way. Towards the north of Australia. It might be there, but I don't think so. That's Australia still. That isn't it. Here we go. This is the island I'm looking for. So, we're going to ignore the red diamond for the time being. Instead, we want to hang around the forest. Because you can encounter a Blue Gog. Kind of like a mini boss, I guess, but it's nothing to really worry about. In fact, let's go ahead and have Aeon hop on out now, and she's gonna funnel it. Okay, and Fritz, I don't know, shoot it. Shoot it, Fritz. I guess with the Shining Vulcan. So if you can remember that far back, the Zaku uses only beam weapons. Yes, only beam weapons. It does not have any other kind of weaponry on it. We're going to go ahead and charge with Fritz because we're actually almost done with this. I think it has like something like 6,000 HP, something really high up there. But it only has beam attacks, which means Aeon with her beam field can completely shut down any of its boost attacks, should it actually get the chance to use one. I'm sorry, it clearly doesn't have 6,000 HP. It's not a very tough enemy. Then again, it's a random encounter, so there you go. But let's take a look at what it can drop, because I do believe it has something special it can drop. The Blue Gog. Ah, it has a higher, I guess, chance of dropping E-Cap S's, and it's pretty easy to kill, so that's good to know. It can also drop an Energy Max, which is an amazing item. Alright, well, after I died, I remembered another new enemy we have to encounter. This is back where the blue Hyzaks are. In fact, I'll probably just edit it in where we found the blue Hyzaks. The Blue Gog. Okay, so the Blue Gog, it's a tougher Gog. I think they have a chance of dropping E-Cap S's as well. A lot of these enemies that we're encountering, you'll know, do have chances of dropping E-Cap S's, so yeah. Not a lot to say, they're just tougher Gogs. At least nothing I can think of to say. They might be tougher Gogs, but they're still pretty pathetic. Ah, but hey, there's the other things I'm looking for. The blue Hyzaks. They're just stronger Hyzaks, that's all. But they are a surprisingly rare encounter. Like, much more than you might think. We need to do something, because even though these aren't the toughest enemies in the world, they're still going to hurt, because there's a lot of enemies. We're going to go for double shoot all. Not a lot to say at this point, but they are the enemies I was looking for, so I'm glad I found them. Yeah, quick shot. Makes sense. I don't know why I like that animation so much. Yeah. They are tougher enemies than the regular oh goodness, wrong one. Than the regular Hyzaks. By quite a lot, actually. Come to think of it. Let's go ahead and get Fritz out of there, because he's got hurt. He's not going to be able to outrun, especially since it's going to do quick shot, probably. Instead, we'll have Aeon hop out and start shooting. Granted, if I'm lucky... Nope, Speed Lancer's still not quite enough. Oh, that just seemed like overkill. It doesn't help that they have been power buffed either. If you recall, because the stupid Hyper Zegox used power all, which I'm like, oh, come on. Do you have to power all them? I mean... Regardless, there's the blue Hyzaks. Kind of tough enemies. Not the worst thing that we've encountered by far. But I do believe that's it for over here, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think we need to see anything else right over in this area. So we're going to go ahead and heal and then move on. Alright, so the next spot that we need to go is, I need to show you guys the other place where you can encounter GM tanks. And what's more, where you can encounter them a little bit more easily. And that is right here on this tiny little island. There we go. Only took a few fights. But yeah, it's much easier to encounter the GM tanks on this island than it is on the mainland. And so, if you don't want to spend forever looking for them, I'd recommend just waiting till this point. Or rather, until you get the Ga. Because we could have done this at any point, really, after that. But there we go. That takes care of the GM tanks. Which drops GM data, you know. Even though you start with a GM. I mean, I guess you could have more than one, but why would you do that? Alright, but we're not quite done yet. We still have more to do. More enemies to find. Oh boy, do we have more enemies to find. So, you want to come over here to this desert island. Because a surprisingly large number of enemies are here. And we actually want to go ahead and alter our... we're going to want Fritz in the party because he has smoke. I was going to say, we want to alter our team setup, but that's kind of not. So this is another place where a lot of people like to farm E-Cap S's, believe it or not, because a lot of enemies here have a chance of dropping them. But enough of that. First, we have Oshamars, which we've seen plenty of, and Guard Lancers. Guard Lancers are a variation of the Daija mobile suit, which we've yet to see. We'll see it later, but all you need to know is that it's fast and it likes to use, well, lances. That's about it. Our double shoot-all should be enough to deal with them, although I don't know if it'll take care of the guard lancers. They're enemies that we're supposed to run into later, but we can definitely take them now. And as you can see, Bosley is still just kind of too slow. Alright, well, we definitely took care of one, so... Although, it's about to use Lightning Lancer. We're going to switch and use Speed Lancer, because they do use Lightning Lancer, which is annoying. Lightning Lancer being a priority attack that you don't get to counterattack against. So, Speed Lancer should let us kill it before it gets to do that. And we got another large beam rifle. Yay. It's too big for me to use at this point. It's just too big, and it's not powerful enough to make up for that size. Alright, but more new enemies. Burst tanks. These things are pathetic, if I'm remembering correctly. Well, it's almost like they're tanks, and the tanks have never been very good. None of their weapons are beam-based. They are all ballistic, non-beam projectiles. As you can see, their health is pretty pathetic. I do think they have a chance of dropping ECAP S's, though. Well, I know they can drop coolant. Let's take a quick look and see if I'm... No, not items. Enemy data. Where are you? Burst tank. Here we go. Oh, no, I'm mistaken. They can drop heat guards. The blue cannons can drop ECAP S's. Where are the guard lancers? Because I think they might be... Yeah, the guard lancers are what I'm thinking of. They have a chance of dropping ECAP S's. And armor upgrade kits, which is nice. But we're still not done on this island. There's more enemies. Such as that one. We have the Zaku Shotel number 2. Okay, the Zaku Shotel is surprisingly powerful. It's using a large heat Shotel. The large heat Shotel is, well, really dangerous. One of the strongest melee weapons in the game. It's actually surprisingly similar to how the Samurai Zaku works. Only, I don't think it's as tough as the Samurai Zaku. It has a very rare chance of dropping a large heat Shotel, though. If you get it, congratulations. You've got, like, the 3rd strongest sword in the game. That said, I would not count on getting it unless you're specifically going out of your way to farm for it. Let's go ahead and... I was going to say let's switch around characters, but we can have Aeon hop out. She can use Funnel. Ow! Yeah, it's a strong weapon. That enemy also has a chance of dropping ECAP S's. So if it drops something, you're getting something good. At least I believe that's the one that has a chance of dropping it, right? Right? Where are you? Zaku Shotel 2. Yes, it has a very rare chance of dropping the large heat Shotel, which is the giant weapon that it's got. Or it can drop an ECAP S, or it just won't drop anything. More than likely, it's just not going to drop anything. But there are at least 3 enemies on this, 3 enemy types on this island that have a chance of dropping ECAP S's, which is why this is a very popular, I guess, place to farm for them. We're still not done looking for enemies, though. Alright, here we go. I believe this is the last enemy that we actually need to encounter. that we actually need to encounter, and it is the Gold Command unit, the Gold GM Command. So this is very similar to the Gold GM. It's going to be the exact same shtick as before. Hopefully we can kill it before it runs away, but we're going to charge with Tristan. Luckily, that shouldn't be too much of a problem because Aeon can still use Terror. That's why she's got the Mind Barrier, which will shut it down. Let's go ahead and switch at this point to, I don't know, Fritz. I guess Fritz. We will go with a leg snipe. Aeon is, I don't know, also gonna charge, and I want Tristan to charge once again because Tristan is not gonna use power charge. I don't think that'll be enough. He's gonna use hyper charge. There we go. Its speed is cut. Not that I really think that matters, all things considered. Oh, it's etc-ing. That sucks. Let's actually go for a system hack. But yeah, we're going to use Hyper Charge. That's more powerful than Power Charge, even though it's defending, so I doubt this is going to kill it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Probably would have. It probably would have if it wasn't defending, or if Tremi got the power up on it. Let's, I don't know, defend. Tristan's gonna go ahead and charge. With any luck, we will actually kill it, because I do want to kill it, because I don't know if it running away counts as us having, you know, gotten EXP for it. I think we're okay to just use Power Charge now to finish it, because it's not defending. We're also using Plasma Lancer. If I'm lucky, this will be a crit. I'm not lucky. Ow! Jerk. But yeah, so as you can see, Power Charge about half as powerful, I'd say, as Hyper Charge. But you get 50 EXP, a Smoke Bomb, and 5,000 credits for killing the GM command, or the Gold Command GM, which is pretty nice. I think it's one of the enemies that you get the most amount of credits for beating. With that, that should be all of the enemies. That should be all of the enemies. They also have a surprisingly high chance of dropping ECAP S's. And speaking of ECAP S's, I'm one away from being done with getting the double booster. So to end this part off, what I was thinking is we're going to go ahead and farm one ECAP S. I've already told you guys what my personal favorite place to farm ECAP S's are. But in case you're still... Yeah, thanks, Enemy Call. In case you're still curious, we're actually right near it. It's over in Eldar Somnia, which is right to the west. Specifically, the northwestern region of the map. So, northwest of Eldar Somnia, so probably right about here. This is my preferred place to farm ECAP S's because, well, there's just so many enemies that drop them. And so, folks, I'm going to run around here until I get one ECAP S. Oh, finally. That took about 40 minutes to get one ECAP S. Jeez. That's why I absolutely hate farming the stupid things. I wasn't having any luck up to the northwest of Eldar Somnia, so I went to another spot that I like, which is a little bit south, just north of the Dark Alliance mining base where these forests are. A lot of enemies that can drop them also appear there. Anyway, enough of this. Let's go to Diggins Rock and finish this part off with making the double booster. I will see you guys there. Alright, so here we are, finally. It's time to make our first double booster. One of the best option parts in the game. It's very similar to the Zeta booster, only, well, it's better. 30 to melee, 50 to range, 40 to speed, 300 HP, and plus 3 to initial energy. It is phenomenal. It takes 40 ECAP S's to make. which is a hefty amount, but I mean, there's not really anything better to spend them on, in my opinion. Alright, so I'm thinking that we should probably put this on Bosley for the time being, because Bosley, one, he's struggling a bit with speed. And this will also increase his firepower, as well as make the Rick Diaz a little more durable. Which we're going to want for what we're going to be doing next time on MS Saga, A New Dawn. Bet you guys didn't see that coming, right? Well, anyway. We're going to be wanting him to be a little more durable, a little faster, hit a little harder too. Next, for what we're doing next time. Let's also go ahead and give him the extra armor 3, which we got from the fight with, oh gosh, I don't even remember his name. Colonel Actor. Which gives 30 to defense. It's a very good option part. But there we go. We made the double booster. One of the best option parts. And with that, we can go ahead and finally end this beefy part. Next time on MS Saga A New Dawn, I'm thinking we're going to return to Australia and probably explore the Mobile Coliseum a bit more proper. Anywho, I'm Gene of RPG. I'll see you guys then.